So, good evening. We should be on the stream now, and I'm going to butt out because I'm just a player today. So I'll leave all the talking to our GM, Paul.
All right. Welcome to Eversync, and welcome to the Swords of the Serpentine, a gumshoe game. It's a gumshoe sword and sorcery game. It's a very sort of open rule set. Players, you can either use the online roller or you'll just need 2d6, maximum of 2d6. One of my bugbears with the game system, but by the by. So we have 4 players today. So Frank, if you want to start with you,
all right,
introduce your character.
Yeah, right. My name is Frank. I'm going to play today Master Seer Bennock, who is an old and somewhat grizzled and grumpy guy who basically is a prophet, a seer. And he's been, let's say, ousted from his previous positions. Is quite grumpy about that, basically saying, you shouldn't have been sending me to retirement yet. There's much more I can give. But yeah, everybody's just looking at him, saying, poor fella, he must have going mad or something like that. So that's basically who I'm exploring the city of Eversync with today.
Cool. Thomas?
I'm playing, beg my pardon, I'm playing Inquisitor Hastus, who I gather is some sort of religious soldier, religious investigator. It doesn't sound like I'm a good person.
Religious policeman.
Yep. And I'm I've got these adjectives which I think I'm meant to pay attention to. So yes, as you'd expect, suspicious and intimidating. The perfect combination of loved by all. And I'm pretty good at smacking people with a stick, it looks like. My stick smacking skills are decent.
Yes, they certainly are. Toby?
Hi, I am going to be playing Nicolo. Nicolo is a young-looking man. He's everybody's friend, and he's here to make sure that, he enjoys turning his enemies into friends and is here to support anyone who needs help.
Cool. And finally, Aaron.
Hello, I'm Aaron. I'm playing Talia Songwood, who appears to have many, many friends that she's helped over the years, but has then lent on a little bit too much to create a huge bar tab. But everybody likes her enough to let her get away with it. I hope. I also appear to have a sword and a snazzy hat. So I think I'm going to be walking the alleyways of this city, making friends with who needs help and challenging those who are a little bit nasty.
Cool. So the basic rule system is you roll a d6 and you need to get, generally speaking, it's a 4. 4 or higher and you succeed. So depending on what you're doing, you can spend points. So if you effectively spend 3 of those points, you're going to guarantee that you're going to succeed. But you still roll the dice. The way we roll it, the way I will be running this particular game is you roll the dice first, and then you can spend the points afterwards. It's the way that Kevin Culp suggests running it. So we're going to stick with the author of the game. Generally speaking, most roles will be on your general skills, which there is a small set of 8. 3 of them are usually combat orientated, and the others just generally cover other things. You can spend those points for points, and once you spend them, obviously the points go down. At certain points in the game, I will let you do a complete refresh, which will basically refresh your general skills it won't refresh your other skills. So you have another set of skills called Social, Sentinel, Sorcerer, Thief, and Warrior. They are specific for, they are called investigation skills. If you have them and there is a clue related to one of those skills, I'll just basically give it you. You can spend it to get more information. So you can spend one of your points, but if you spend those points, it's gone for the whole adventure. You can also spend those points in combat or when you're trying to basically influence somebody or other things, basically. When you do that, you'll get a +3 on the roll, or you might get an additional dice of damage, or whatever you can think up, which sounds cool. Basically.
Okay.
They do not refresh. They refresh every
scenario.
Every scenario. You have hit thresholds. If you go, you've got health and morale. If somebody, there is, if you check on the general skills, there are 3 combat general skills. You have sorcery, sway, and warfare. Let's ignore sorcery for the time being. Sway damages your morale, and warfare will damage your health. Sorcery will damage one or the other, depending on. So if somebody's playing a sorcerer who has sorcery, they determine whether their magic spells basically blast people into smithereens or basically reduce them into blubbering messes of upset or upset or whatever. Sway basically means that I think we've got at least a couple of people which are skilled in sway more than
warfare.
More than warfare.
Or sorcery, indeed.
And some which have both. Generally speaking, it's up to you. You either basically just try to persuade people, and that will reduce their morale. If you reduce their morale enough, they'll basically give up, run away, etc. And warfare, similar sort of idea. You either kill them or you incapacitate them. Totally up to you how you want to narrate it. Generally speaking, you can see on your character sheet you have hit thresholds and potentially armor. So if you take, your health hit threshold is what somebody needs to hit you. So that'll either be 3 or 4, depending.
I'm easy to hit.
And then your morale will be, you got a morale hit threshold, which again will be 3 or 4. You won't have. You'll have 1 at 3 and 1 at 4. Basically, that's what starting characters get. Each of you get a point of grit, which grit is basically sway armor. So it means that you're resilient to basically not be swayed by people. So in other words, you take 1 less morale damage.
Right.
Some of you have armor that will reduce the actual damage that you take. I think that's about it, really. Any questions?
Not yet.
That's basically the game system, and in typical sort of let's try it out ways. You are on board the ship, the Shining Coin. You're currently traveling to Eversync. And we are. You're currently on a 20-crew cargo vessel bound for Eversync. It's Master Captain Otto Barani, who's a competent mercanti tradesman. It's a solid ship. It's a reasonable crew. Unfortunately, only a few of them are warriors. And you're being attacked by pirates.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
Either a storm or a pirate, of course.
Just a very quick. There are, I think they are called. Yeah, there's mooks. I'm just getting the term right. There are mooks in this game. Mooks basically have 1 health or 1 morale.
Mm-hmm.
So you can basically take them out really, really simply.
Like minions.
Also, there is a thing called refresh tokens. So when you take out, no matter how you take them out, either morale or health damage, if you take out an opponent, they will give you a refresh token. That refresh token goes into the center. I'm going to be referencing them by using cards. So I'll literally just drop a number of cards onto the Roll20 play deck. At any point, anybody can just basically take those cards and refresh any of their general skills. So your athletics, bind wounds, burglary, preparedness, stealth, sway, warfare, or whatever, any of those, you can just basically refresh to your maximum skill level by taking those tokens. So the general idea of that is it's meant to sort of represent Conan hacking through swathes of like minor sort of guards, getting to the big bad guy. He's still got lots of his sort of like warfare left, because basically he's being refreshed for every mook that he basically hacks. If you have a warfare or sway or sorcery high enough, that's 8+, it enables you to basically attack multiple mooks. If you succeed your roll by 3 or more, you can automatically attack more than one nearby foe. So every 3 above what you need to hit, generally speaking, it's a 3 or a 4, you can attack another foe. So in other words, you could attack. You basically, if you got high enough roll, you could basically say, well, I'm gonna take out 3 guys around me. And those 3 guys would be basically, if you hit them and they are mooks, they would just fall at your feet. However you want to enumerate how you take them out.
Right, let's get going then.
So we have a number of basically mooks on the grappled and swung. You've grappled the ship. The ships have basically been brought together, and we're going to say that 4 mooks and also Pressier Cointongue, captain of the Squandered Hope, who is the pirate. So I am just going to quickly check.
The Squandered Hope. Oh, that's a great name for a ship.
Squandered Hope. Right. Does anybody have felonious intent? I believe Thomas does. Yep. Felonious intent. Yep. I believe only Thomas has that. Anybody else got it?
Hold on, I'm trying to find it. Where
Sentinel on the left column in the middle.
It'll be under the Sentinel skills.
Oh, okay. I do. I have 2 points of felonious intent.
2 points in it. Okay, so you know that Pressier Cointongue has a price on her head. It's 5 wealth, wanted dead or alive. She's infamous for putting a coin under the tongue of any she kills just before she slips their corpses into the waves. People say that it's a tie to unknown ocean gods. When we start, there is 12 nameless pirates. Pressier hasn't basically swung over yet. There's 12 pirates basically have swung over. Who wants to go first? And we'll go over how initiative works.
I'm happy to step forward, shield and sword.
Right. So, Thomas, what are you doing?
All right. So they're swinging across on
ropes,
doing the whole pirate thing.
Yep.
I'm wearing armor, a shield, and a sword, which makes me distinctly uncomfortable on a ship. Is there anyone who looks like they might like? Do we have a wizard? Does Master Seer Bennock give a wizardy vibe?
They've got a big beard.
He's
but
got a beard.
No pointy hat.
No pointy hat. No, I don't think we've got anybody who has sorcery. I don't think anybody has sorcery.
Okay, all right. Well, there's that then. I will step in front of Master Seer Bennock though, because he's clearly an old man, clearly at risk. Stand in front of him, step forward, and when a couple of these guys are swinging across, I will literally smash them as they try and land on the ship, and smash them back into the water with my very impressive shield. Noted.
All right, give us a roll. Give us
very
a
impressive
warfare
shield.
roll.
Now I have 8 points in warfare, so I do have cleave, which is the thing.
As I said, you roll the dice, and then we will. You can then spend points as you wish.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you said afterwards. Sorry, yes.
Warfare.
My apologies.
That's all right.
I'm going to roll a physical dice if that's okay.
Yeah, that's cool. No, I'm happy. I'm going to be doing the same.
I rolled a 1.
You know what I mean? These guys have got a hit threshold of 3. So you just need to spend 2 points and you would hit 1. Or
let's do that.
5
so I
points
assume
and you hit 2.
No, I'll only hit 1. So I tried to slam 2 of them into the water, but obviously
you just
didn't quite work. So I spend 2 of my current points. That's right. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So I've done that. So I'm down to 6 in my current.
And I
smash
put
him off.
1 refresh token in the pool. So you should be able to see that there's a card gone into the. Again, anybody can grab that whenever you want.
Oh, I see it. Yes, it's on the.
So literally
dash.
just highlight it and just hit delete or whatever. That's all you need to do.
And does that completely replenish your pool?
No, it's 1 point will give you 1 point back into your pool.
Right.
It's a 1-for-1.
All right. Cool. Well, that's my action done.
Okay, so who do you want to go next? You can either say the mooks. You can either go any of the players. You could go anybody you want, really. But you determine who goes next. And we continue this way until everyone has had 1 go. And then the person who goes last determines who goes first next round.
All right. Well, I vote for Master Bennock. There you go, since there seems to be silence. So, Master Bennock.
Right. I'll stand slightly behind those guys who know how to fight. And I just swear at those guys and say, who dares attack the prophet of Denari? I think that's the name of the church, isn't
Denari,
it?
Yep.
Oh, I'm definitely glad I decided to defend you.
Yeah, basically just cursing at them and saying, you shall be cursed into the 3rd generation of your families, and da-da-da, you can't do that.
That definitely sounds like a sway.
It's a sway attack. It's the only thing I can do.
Yep.
Sway for me sounds a bit more like dancing, but fair enough. So I think I'm going to spend a roll first, and then I see what I need to spend. Right.
Yep.
On D6, and I have a 1. So I'm going to do the same as Thomas did.
2 points.
2 points.
And the other one that basically Thomas was,
Hastus.
Inquisitor Hastus was basically trying to slam, who like dodges back, like locks eyes with you, and they're like, he sort of mouth drops, and he like literally dives over the side.
What happens if you have an impressive beard?
As well, and again, you get a refresh for that.
Lovely. Okay.
I have just realised I'm an Inquisitor of Denari, so
yes, you are
particularly appropriate.
We need to work together
to defend you.
All right,
as a holy prophet of Denari.
I think I'll pass it on to Talia.
Help me out with what sort of thing is sway? Is it always a verbal jibe?
It can be whatever you want.
Strut your stuff.
But you're basically attacking in some way their morale.
All right.
You could be attacking them. So it's totally up to you how you want it to fictionally work.
Okay. In that case, tell me if this works. If a couple of them have landed, well, 1 or however many have landed on our deck.
Yep, there's 12 or there's 10 left.
Oh, brilliant! Fine. I'll I'll tackle as many of them as possible. I shall make a big play of looking much bigger than the smaller person that I am. Starting from hand on hip as they're landing, I'm waiting for them to land so I can do my bit. I give them that, and then I run at the entire crowd. I will grab one of the sail ropes that has been left free and dance around them, trying to confuse them and make them run into each other, all the while throwing them curses about how their parents were nothing but rats aboard ship. And the one that's jumped overboard already, that's where they should all be going, like their fellows.
Okay, so give us a D6 roll.
D6, right? I'm just going to put this into your chat system here. I hope that works.
Oh, that's cool. That's a 6. Now, that's currently hitting 2 of them because you have sway. You have play the crowd, don't you?
I do have play the crowd.
You've got 8 or better in sway. Now, that will just take 2 of them out, or you could spend more points. If you spend every 3 more points you spend, you'll take another 3 out. Another 1 out. Sorry. So it's up to you. You can spend or you not spend. You can save your points.
This automatically feels like a competition between me and the guy with the big shield already. I want to put on a good show, so I'm going to spend 3 and.
Okay, so knock your 3 points down, and you take 3 of them out, as basically you dance round. They bang into each other and they fall off the side in a extremely effective maneuver. And we have 5 refresh tokens now in the pool.
I'd quite like to give a quick cheeky grin to the swordsman there, because obviously it's 3 to me, only 1 to him. So quick cheeky grin and a bow for him to follow up.
Okay, cool. So who do you want to go next? And again, you either go the mooks, or it will be Niccolo.
Let's go Niccolo. Let's see if we can alpha sprank. I want 5 people here. I should call over to Niccolo. There's only 5 left, just for you.
Niccolo.
There's 7 left.
7 left.
Yeah.
Niccolo. When the pirates come alongside, he kind of this again, and unlimbers his sword as they start coming ashore. He's going, or coming onto board. He's going to draw his sword. He's just wearing a sword and leather armor, and he's going to just start slashing at them with the sword.
Okay.
So can I push the little die token next to warfare?
Yeah, you should be able to. That should. It might ask you how many points you want to spend. Just click through that. We'll post spend.
Right,
so you rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2.
So spending 1 point will take 1 of them out. Blocks of 3 after that will take more out.
I'm going to go ahead and spend 4 points.
4 points. That's 2 you're taking out.
Yep. And he just kind of dances between the 2 of them.
Okay. So they get skewered, go down in a heap, leaving. There is 5 left on deck, and because it's their turn now, they will
hand it over to the mooks.
Hand it to the mooks. Okay. So. Right. Okay. So the mooks will 5 of them. There's 4 of you, so I'm going to say that Talia will get the additional one. So because Talia seems to be the more impressive. And thus the big danger on board.
Definitely.
So they will attempt to attack you with filthy sabers. They sort of like, obviously when they swung across, they had them in their mouths. So they take them out and sort of like, and sort of try to attack you. That's a miss. and the other one hit you. What is your hit threshold? Is it Talia? Is it 4 or for warfare? Is it 4 or 3? Let me see if I can.
Is it health? My health is 4. My warfare is 1.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, your health threshold is 4. So
Health,
yes, you didn't
right,
get
yep,
didn't get a really good hit. Well, you actually need to get more. Okay, so that's 3 damage. So just to very quickly, now somebody's taking damage. To very quickly go over. If you look on your middle bit of the character sheet, you've got health and morale. Generally speaking, you're completely and utterly fine if you're in positive numbers. You are completely and utterly, you've dodged a hit, you've minor cuts on your clothing or whatever. It's only when you go into negative that you're quite badly hurt. As you can see on the character sheet, you got hurt and then badly wounded, or badly mentally scarred, or whatever. So Talia, that's 3 damage. So your health will go down by. You don't have any armor, or do you have any armor?
No armor.
So your health will go down by 3.
Cool, done it. Yep.
Cool. So the others basically surge in. Inquisitor Hastus, are you stopping them getting to Master Seer Bennock?
Oh yes,
Absolutely.
he is.
Okay, right. So two of them attack you. That's 2 hits against you, unfortunately.
No, that's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted.
So that'll be 6 damage. Now, if you've got any armor, that will reduce
2 points.
So that reduces the armor damage down to a total of 2 points of damage, which you knock off your health.
Because I take 2 points off each hit.
Well, no, at 1 point you've got 2 points of armor. They're doing 2 points of that. They do 3 points of damage. You have 2 points of armor, so you take 1 point from each hit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, so it takes off each hit. Right. Okay. So I'm down to 8. Is that how I should interpret it?
Yep. If you're on 10 initially.
8.
Yep. Your health is now 8.
Okay.
So you're still
sorry,
fine.
6. My apologies. 6.
Oh, okay.
Yep, got it.
Cool. And the final one goes for the final one goes for Niccolo and misses terribly. Obviously, you very adeptly parry his pathetic saber strike away, and I will say that another it's now new round. Another 4 mooks come across.
So we're at 9.
We're now at 9. Yes, and they. I'm going to say that they're going to have another go before they actually get completely utterly butchered, because I get to determine, because I went last round, I get to determine who goes first this round. The 4 that just turned up aren't going to get an attack because they've literally just swung over. But the other 5 will do the same thing they did last time. So against Talia, you get hit once. So for 3 damage, Talia.
Yeah.
Again, you ducking and weaving. Inquisitor, you get attacked once. So that's an additional 1 point of damage. Inquisitor Hastus, as again, there's a few blows you knock aside with your shield. The other one, basically, you get caught on your armor. A little bit of bruising underneath your is it chainmail you're wearing?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm wearing
cool.
impressive
just a bit
armor.
under your chainmail and
Shining chainmail.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the I've forgotten what the paddy armor under chainmail's called at the moment, which is annoying me, but never mind. Yes, so obviously it knocked out a little bit of bruising underneath, but not much. And the final one against Niccolo, missed again. So I'm going to say Talia can go next.
Okay, so I've had two nasty gentlemen cut parts of my shirt and trousers and so forth. So I'm going to look very upset and pretend to be the lady, as if, how dare you do this? And then hopefully, as they're slightly shocked at having attacked a lady, I shall grab one of them and start doing a merry dance with them and try and do the same again to confuse them by dancing around, changing partners so they end up tripping over each other and falling where they may.
Tie them into knots.
Give us a roll.
So you say I can hit that button? Is that?
Yeah. If you can actually, you've got a 4. So a 4 is a success. If you spend 2 more points, you will take 2 of them out.
Yeah, I'd like to have 2 of them end up dancing with each other into their own particular mess and fall on top of each other.
They sort of they get sort of like a little confused. They sort of they're dancing and then they trip over a load of rope and
nice.
straight over the side of the ship. So that is we should have 9. I might have been lax in putting cards out. So let's catch up. So there is 9 in the pool now. Cool. So Talia, you get to determine who goes next.
I think I'm still having a bit of a back and forth of a challenge with the Inquisitor, so I've got to pass it to him to give fair response.
Okay.
Give him a chance to catch up.
So I have a couple of questions. So the Inquisitor's got an adjective, which is he's insecure.
Yep.
Because he feels like he's a fake. And right now I'm feeling like I'm a fake in a pretty significant way because everyone is doing a better job of fighting the villains than I am.
Even
like
the old
literally
man.
Everyone. Even the old guy with the beard is doing fundamentally a better job than I am. I'm getting hit. And on top of that, Talia keeps on pointing out how shit I am at this. By literally looking me in the eyes and going, are you going to do anything? And then I have what's best in life. And in my what's best in life, I have punishing the iniquitous. And I can't imagine a more worthy group of iniquitous people than a bunch of pirates who with rusty sabers, for Christ's sake, rusty cutlasses, which they wear in their teeth. It's very bad on many levels.
Well, only when they're swinging across, because, it's very, very traditional.
Sure. It's also very bad for you.
Very bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, my adjective is insecure. So talk to me about what I can do with, because you said pay attention to your adjectives, so I am.
They're generally for helping you role play. It's what's best in life, which is you can use once per session each of your what's best in life. And what they will do is they will give you +1 on the roll.
Okay, so I'm going to tick my what's best in life.
You can roll. So basically, say if you rolled like a 2 and you needed a 3, you could work out a way of basically using what's best in life. That's where you can use what's best in life instead of spending points.
That's good to know.
Okay,
I forgot about that.
So I've got 2 guys stabbing at me because I'm standing in front of Master Bennock.
Yeah.
Yep. Holy prophet of the Church of Denari and my sworn. Protect person while I'm on the ship. So I shall roll a d6. I'm going to actually just use the dice roller because it'll be quicker. And I'm obviously trying to smash these 2 guys down and hopefully smash them into other people. Like I'm going to throw everything I've got at this because there's a few recharges up there. So 4. Okay,
4. So if you want to go for 2. You could basically, it costs you 2 extra points, but remember you can spend more if you want, and every 3 additional ones you take out another 1.
So I've got 6 points left. I get a +1 for what's best in life, punish the
Yep.
iniquitous. These are clearly iniquitous people, so that's
Yes.
so that's 5. Then if I spend, let me do the math, 3, 6, 9, so I need 4 more points, I can get 3 of them
Yes.
in total.
If you spend it's 3,
Oh no, hold on.
6, 9. You need to get a total of 9 to get 3 of them.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So
I'll do
3.
that. So I've spent 4 points.
Yeah.
I've got +1, which is 5. So that's 9 in
that's
total.
9, and that will take out 3 of them that were around you, and one by one of the ones that just swung across.
No. Is there anyone standing next to Talia?
Yes. No, Talia.
Oh, no.
Talia's has got went off. Have already gone.
All right, yeah, one of the guys that swung across, right? So, so I literally, Talia sees my face kind of get this look of like, I don't know what you'd call it, almost fear, right? Like I'm failing, I'm shit at my job. I'm being reminded how shit I am at my job. I go, I can do it. I can actually do it. And I just slam my shield across these 3 guys. I don't use my sword. I just smash all 3 guys across with this giant heave into the water as they fall away from me.
In fact, what happens is that it's such a giant smash that they basically fly over the sort of like the gunnels over onto their ship, and then basically over their ship. So then they sort of like you arc them over their sort of like ship, and they land in the water on the other side of their ship. You can grab from the refresh pool whenever you want.
Which I'm about to do. So
I was just reminding.
So
you should be able to just click it and just
I can hit remove card.
Yeah, just remove card.
Yeah. So I'm going to take 3 away. So I can do that, right? So
yeah, just do that. And then
2,
say who's next
3.
to go.
Because that's exactly what I gave back to the party by knocking out 3 people. Actually, I could have just left the... Yeah, so that's right. And the next will be... I'm thinking about this more tactically now. I think I'll give it to... How many of them are left?
There are 4 left now. They've already been this round, though.
Oh, okay, so I can't give it to them. All right, I'll give it to... I don't know what people are called again.
Master Bannock?
Master Bannock.
Why not? Yeah, Master Bannock.
Yeah, I need to change my name on Zoom. Okay, so I just see what he's doing in front of me here in the name of Denari, and I say, thus the Lord Denari punishes those who will sin against him. Yeah, find your life in flight, and shout at them again, and I swing my holy symbol at them, whatever that looks like.
Okay.
But as a sway attack, that's the idea.
Yep. Okay. So give us a roll.
Yeah. Let's see whether I can do this here. Oh, there you go. It's a 6.
Oh, nice. Well, you don't have to spend points, because I think you've got play to the crowd, haven't you?
Yes, I have played to the crowd.
Oh.
Can't remember where it is, but I've seen it.
Yeah, you've got sway of sway of at least 8.
Yeah, that's right.
So you've got play to the crowd. So that basically enables you to take 2 of them out.
2, but if I spend another 3, how many are left?
There are 2 currently that have swung that are basically over here. It looks like Pressier is coming across though.
Okay, I'll just take the 2 I just generated to refill my pool.
Okay.
And then I pass it on to who has not been yet, Niccolo, I think.
Yep. Niccolo hasn't been.
So Pressia is on board?
She's about to swing across.
She's about to be on board. Okay.
Yep.
So I'm going to continue stabbing. Well done, Inquisitor Hastus. I knew that you could do it. You are a skilled warrior, a skilled defender of the faith. And I'm going to go ahead and attempt to stab the remaining pirates.
Okay, cool.
Start with warfare. I get a 5.
A 5.
So
you can spend 1 point.
1 point and get the
and
remaining
you take
2.
the 2 out. Yep.
And he is just straight up stabbing them. He's not
Yep.
like knocking them into the water or convincing
right.
them to leave. He's just stabbing them.
Okay, so it was 2 quick stabs, and they fall at your feet, generating a swift pool of blood.
Mhm.
Okay, so just before Talia, because obviously you determine who goes first next round now.
Okay.
Because
I'm gonna go ahead and hand initiative to.
at the moment, we've got no bad guys here.
Right.
Just saying.
Yeah. So I'm going to hand initiative to Inquisitor Hastus.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah.
So, Inquisitor Hastus, you can. What are you doing?
So she's the pirate.
The pirate
is-
coin tongue is about to swing across. Obviously, she'll be swinging across when she gets to have a go. But
Have you got a ranged weapon?
Hold on, I've got a bit of. No, there's no way. All right. Inquisitor Hastus, full of self-doubt and at the same time terrified of being held, being found out for being the inadequate Inquisitor that he actually is, sees her grabbing the rope to swing across.
I knew he was going to do that.
Leaps onto the gunwale and jumps across to the pirate ship to fight her on her own ship to stop her from crossing
okay.
across.
There is a lot of pirates on that ship, but yeah,
Doesn't matter.
That's cool. No.
Completely
That's
irrelevant.
really cool. Okay. So one thing that I just wanted to quick cover. We've done basic attacks now and attacking lots of mooks. There's another thing that you can do. Basically, what you can do is you can basically do you can help other people do damage. So if you want to do a teamwork attack, what you do is you attempt to attack. You don't do any additional damage, but basically what you do is you give the other person an extra d6 damage. So what you can do is, for instance, what could happen is Master Seer Bennock could make people feel really bad. So when the Inquisitor stabs them, they're unaware and take more damage, for instance. Now, this is
You've been a
obviously
naughty boy.
only of use for basically non-mooks.
Yeah.
The other thing to note is if you do a critical hit, which is if you get 5 more than the score you need, you do an additional d6 as well. But it caps as an additional d6 for you. So effectively, you can get an additional d6 for basically doing that. You can also have an investigated spend as well, which enable you to do additional damage as well.
Right. So I will just say, as I jump across.
Yep.
So the holy symbol of Denari is a coin. I
Yes.
gather, from the fact that I'm carrying a holy symbol of Denari and it's in the shape of a coin. So as I leap towards, this defiler of Denari's holy symbol.
Yep.
Because she places coins
underneath the tongues and chucks
as
them
some
into
sort
the
of
water.
offering to some deep undersea dark god of whatever, some Cthulhuid monster. I will now. I know a little bit about how gumshoe works. Is preparedness?
Yep.
Like it is in the other gumshoe systems, where
Yep.
I can use it to sort of say, "Here's something I prepared earlier."
Yes.
Awesome.
This one I made earlier.
It can be used for basically, well, I've already got a X, and you make a preparedness roll.
Okay, I've already got flaming oil because I was carrying it as a holy Templar, and sometimes
obviously.
you have to burn.
But make a
criminals.
preparedness roll.
I shall.
Let's have a look at that then.
Actually, I'll just roll it. What am I doing? I won't bother with the dice. Okay. And it's the same deal as last time, right? So spend the points afterwards. Oh, God's sake. All right, spend 3 points. I've actually got flashback, so I've got heaps.
Yep. Well, flashback lets you literally do proper flashbacks where you can prepare things, basically.
All right. So secretly, I have in the background, I've been carrying flaming oil strapped to the inside of my shield, so you can't see it.
Okay.
But I prepared it because I could see the pirate ship approaching, and it's ready to be basically, smashed onto the pirate ship to be ignited.
Yep. That definitely is exactly what's happened. So give me a warfare roll to attack their ship.
Indeed.
With your flaming oil.
You're just going to sink it in one go, aren't you?
Well,
3. Okay. How much so I can spend obviously 1 point to get 4, but do you want me to spend more?
It's up to you. If you want to spend, if you spend, let me just see. If you spend, I'm going to give you a bonus dice for your preparedness roll.
Okay.
If you spent another 5 points.
Yeah.
Just saying, if you spent another 5 points, that'd give you an additional dice, so you'd be rolling 3d6 damage.
Okay,
now
yeah,
that limits. It means the minimum damage you'll be doing is 5 because you spent 5 warfare. But yeah, you'll be rolling 3d6 plus 1.
Okay. Unfortunately, actually, I can't spend 5 points.
There's lots of points on the board.
Can I refresh before I spend them?
Yeah, I'll either.
All right. Okay. Well, then I've taken 1, so I can do it now. All right. So my warfare's at 0 at the moment. I've spent the 5 points.
Okay.
I've spent the point to get my hit, and I get 3d6. Yes, for damage.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So /R 3. Oh, sorry. Might help if I type a 3 there. 3d6. 17. There you go. Oh, plus 1 damage for. Oh no, actually,
that was a good roll.
Okay. Obviously, you hit basically the. There's no gunpowder, but you hit the basically. You hit their what they call the sales store. Hit all their canvas, and their canvas basically starts going up, starts licking up their central mast. The ship is pretty much on fire at the moment. There's lots of the pirates basically running around panic, trying to basically get water out of to basically fight the fire. Not very many people basically worrying about you. Who's going next?
I think I'm going to give it to Talia Swordwind.
Okay.
So I look across at Talia Swordwind surrounded by flame and screaming pirates, and the pirate leader, who's assumably going to run me through any second now. Well, I look across at Talia and just smile.
There's 2 pirate leaders, but yes.
Oh, okay. I smile at Talia. It's like, ha-ha! And pass it on.
Okay, I actually feel bad now because he came across a bit like the underdog with that sort of really bad face and looking horrified. So I feel like I've now got to completely switch sides here. So I'd quite like to do the teamwork thing you talked about, such that I can help him get some sort of finishing blow on one of the leaders, maybe, should it come to that.
Okay, no, obviously you'll be basically prepping Inquisitor Hasters up for next round. Yeah, because obviously he's had a go this time. Yeah. So how are you helping him stab up? Because basically Pressia Cointongue is closing on Inquisitor Hastus at the moment, screaming, "You bastard! What do you think you're doing? Burning my ship."
I'll have to swing over then to get in the way.
Okay.
I'll take a rope over and land between them, slightly off to the side, actually, maybe. And I would like to play his herald, because I think it's about time that somebody came in and blew the virtual trumpet and talked about the great skills of Inquisitor Hastus. And this is not the first boat he has burned. He has burned many a boat and pirates cast to the waves.
Okay, so you are distracting and bigging up. Give me a sway roll. You need a 4.
Sway, okay. Submit. Oh,
okay.
Damn it.
So to be able to succeed, you have to spend 3 points of sway.
3. I will definitely do that. I feel so guilty. Okay. I have to make sure this carries off. So there we go.
Okay, so Thomas, next time you attack you will get an additional bonus d6 damage. Cool. Right. Okay. Who's going next?
Is who's left? Is it Niccolo and Benok to still to go?
It's Nicholas, Benok, and the bad guys still to go.
You could pass it to the bad guys.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. Pass it to the bad guys, let them declare, and then maybe you can tidy them up.
Okay,
So let's
so,
do that.
What I am going to do is, you passed it to a bad guy. I'm going to let Pressia go. I'm going to split them into three. So we've got the Mooks, the Pressia, and we've got Kossos, who's the first mate. So Talia basically runs up. She draws a rapier and basically closes on Inquisitor Hastus. I do like a barbecue, but not with my own ship. And she
Oh dear.
tries to basically stab you. She has malice, extraction 3 points. Okay, so it's there. Right. So roll to hit. That's a 5. She's got +1 on the warfare, so that's 6. So that hits.
Ha ha.
Extraction.
Only one.
Sorry?
Talia just rolled a 1, I see. Or is it old? It just popped
that's
up.
it. That was old.
Okay. Sorry, I hadn't seen that before.
Yep. Cool. So Thomas, that is she basically skewers through the rapier, doing 5 damage. She then spends some malice. Basically, bad guys have malice, which lets them use basically abilities, a bit like your general ability spends and things like that. And some of them have got special abilities, like she's got extra attack, so she's spending some of her malice. She's got that much, and she will attempt to stab you again with her knife, and she gets you again.
Sorry, so can I just check one thing? So the 5 points, do I get to take my 2 points of armor off that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. You always take, unless I basically say this is an armor piercing hit, you always take, and it's a warfare attack. You will always take your armor off, and same thing with grit if you're taking melee damage. Okay, and then she's going to let. So we've got. Is it Benok?
How much damage did I take in the second hit?
Oh, the second one was 4.
Yeah, so I'm at 0.
Yeah, you're fine.
After that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Basically, I need to check that, but yeah, generally speaking, you're okay at the moment.
Okay.
You're just a little hurt. You've basically taken a few bruises compared to what you had previously. Just quickly nip to combat. Sorry, I've just got a work thing going on. All right. Health. Okay, so it's dropping below health 0. So you have to make health rolls basically, but let's not worry about that at the moment. You're still okay.
Mm-hmm.
So who is still to go? Is it? All right. So I'm going to say Master Seer Benok can go next.
Okay. Can I heal mid battle or probably not? Can I? Because it's not a spell. It's healing.
Leechcraft.
Yeah.
Or are you trying to use?
Well, I've got bind wounds and I've got
You've got
leechcraft.
bind wounds. Let me just triple check that. You possibly, but obviously you'd have to swing across.
Yeah. Which I could actually use one of my drivers for.
Bind wounds. You can spend your actions or actually restoring health to yourself or others. So every point that you spend from your bind wound pool heals 2 health from somebody else who is lost.
But I would have to swing across, which probably is my action this turn. Then is it?
Well, no. And how does your bind wounds work?
Good question.
You basically cool down the glory of Denari, and is it a magical?
Well, it's a blessing for those who fight in the name of Denari, which Inquisitor Hustus definitely.
Where you are.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Just as long as you're spending points, you can heal health. So however much points you spend from your bind wounds will heal Inquisitor Hustus 2 health.
Right. He started off with 10 health, is that right?
No, 8.
8. And you're currently on 0.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw 3 points your way. But I still need to roll as well, don't I?
6 back then.
Do I need to roll at all or not? Do I need to roll?
You spend 2 points. You spend a point and he gets 2 health back. There's no roll or anything.
I spent just 3 points for 6 health.
Yeah, I know. It's 1 point for 2 points.
Yeah.
So in spending 3, that will give him 6 back.
And I'm going to steal one of the cards back to get a point back.
Okay. Done.
There you go.
Oh, hold on. Is that bind wounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's interesting.
Doing it on yourself is 1 for 1.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So it's always best to do other people. But again, similar sort of idea, because you each of you are playing one of the iconic, I think. Inquisitor Hustus. So there's basically in the game you've got 4 basic character classes. You've got Sentinel, which is basically like a paladin stroke cop. You've got Thief, you've got Warrior, and you've got Sorcerer. Now Benok is sort of a thief sorcerer.
Yeah.
Just because the way he's built. But if when building your character you stick to one of the classes, you get additional investigative points. Basically, you get 1 more because you've stayed in your class, so to speak. But yeah, that's just an aside. Okay, so yeah. I couldn't remember the rule, but yeah. So quickly nipping back. So that's what you've done. Who's going next? You remember you've got Kossos, and there's all the mooks left from the. Well, quite a lot of them are fighting fires at the moment. In fact, I'm going to say that effectively Thomas has taken 6. Sorry, Inquisitor Hustus has taken 6 mooks out. Because they are fighting the fires.
So, who's still going? Niccolo.
Niccolo is also not yet moved.
Yep.
A lot of cards on the deck.
Oh my.
Blood puddles.
Yep.
Blood puddles. I'm going to... Are you handing initiative to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Then I will swing over to the Squandered Hope.
Yep.
And I am going to...
You land it on the burning deck.
I'm landing on the burning deck. And I'm trying to think... I think my first words are going to be to Inquisitor Hustus. Well done. We certainly have them on the ropes now. And I'm going to begin sword fighting with Precia.
Oh, okay. Yep. She is a little worried by you, and she's going to basically spend a defense boost because, again, ability, which means her her health threshold goes up by 3. So currently
By
she
3.
has a health threshold of 7. So it means you
7.
need to get 7s to hit her.
And if I get 5 over that,
You do an additional d6.
I do an additional d6.
Yep.
Okay. There's a lot of cards on the table here. I'm going to take a couple of these cards.
Yeah, cool.
I'm going to take 3. How do I do that? Remove card 1.
That's for the round.
2.
Yep.
3. Finally figured that out.
Cool.
I've been taken from the wrong place. I've got a pile. Sorry, I've been taken from a pile in the middle rather than the ones at the top.
That's all right.
All right, so I'm going to roll warfare.
If you remember how much you took, just take them out of the pile in the middle.
Does Tactics of Death do anything for me here?
If you wish to spend Tactics of Death, you know that just using Tactics of Death, you know there's quite a lot of pirates. There's lots of pirates on this pirate ship. Basically, killing them or defeating them quickly would be the best way, or taking out Pressia. If you take Pressia out, that would basically take them out quick. Would basically subdue them.
Okay.
You can spend a point of an investigability, and that will give you a +3 on an attack roll. But again, you can choose to do that afterwards. It's totally up to you.
All right, I'm going to I'm going to continue the attack on Pressia. Right. I get jeez. Okay, so 7. I'd need to spend 6 to hit her.
Yep. Or you can just miss. Totally up to you.
Man.
You can spend any investigative ability at all that you can basically justify. You can even spend allegiances.
You know what? I'm going to spend spot frailty to notice that she's got unsure foot. She actually has unsure footing, or there's something right behind her. There's a dead pirate right behind her, or barrel right behind her.
Yep.
And then I'm going to spend 3 from warfare to basically kick her back over the barrel.
Okay, right, that hits her. So roll your damage. You've got a base d6 damage +1.
How do I do? Just roll
health.
Do you do roll?
Yeah,
D6?
roll 1d6. Yeah.
Jeez. But I spent 3. So the minimum is 3.
The minimum
damage.
is 3 damage. Yeah. So you always do the minimum amount of points you spend.
So maybe I get 1 point through her armor.
Well, she's only wearing sort of like a light leather armor, so you got more than 1 through.
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
And then I guess I'll have to hand over initiative to. I'm going to do it to Kosos.
Kosos. All right. So, both of me you're picking on. And Chris has legged over and left that old-looking bloke and not very much, and some woman on the other ship. So Kosos and 4 more pirates swing across. And Kosos Kosos has a square head, pretty much no neck. His biceps are the size of most people's thighs, pale skin, pale cropped hair, and remarkably obscene tattoos. He has a he has basically He's got a heavy maul and he's wearing battered chainmail.
Sounds scary. Sounds dangerous.
So he will leap over and he's gonna, obviously sexist. He's gonna smack the frail woman, Talia. So I'm gonna spend some malice.
He's a bully.
So he's with me and the Inquisitor on the other ship.
Yep. He's now swung across. Ah, yes. As you have a Pathfinder background up, which looks really cool.
No, I didn't know where it come from.
Yeah. I recognise the thief, or the rogue archetype. Right. So that's Kossos. He will basically spend some of his malice to increase his strength and attempt to basically smack you. That is a 4. What is your health threshold?
Health is 4.
4. So that's just a straight hit. So he connects. He does double damage modifier. So that's plus. So the damage he does is 6. As basically this maul hits you like a big heavy piece of wood with a huge metal head.
Ouch.
Yep.
In which case, I shall have to sort of reach out to Inquisitor Hastus, and it's all yours now. As I know he's already dealing with one pirate, but he's got 2 of them to deal with now. I can't help him.
It's actually Inquisitor Hastus is on the other ship.
I know that's who I'm with. Yeah, that's who I'm with.
Oh,
I thought you were with me. I'm by myself.
I jumped over to help Inquisitor Hastus.
Everyone jumped over. Sorry, yes. No, he didn't. Sorry. 4 pirates jumped over onto the ship where Master Seer Benok is. Kossos went for Talia. So are you still up? What's your health on?
-2.
-2. Okay, so we'll need to make a roll to see if you're still up. Again, I haven't earmarked that particular page typically.
If it's like most gumshoe, it's just a die 6. You have to get a 2. You have to get 2 or higher.
Okay, so give us a d6 roll.
And
Make it high. 2.
Yep, 2.
Okay.
Difficulty is 4. So health pool is. Oh no, immediately make a health test at difficulty 4. When you drop below health 0. If you succeed, you stay conscious despite your injuries. You can spend health to succeed that roll.
Yeah.
So because you rolled a 2, you can spend 2 more points of health to stay conscious, or you can fall unconscious. It's your choice.
Is there any benefit to falling unconscious? Because I might as well stay in if I can.
Yeah. I'm just staying unconscious. Well, falling unconscious means you're out of the fight, but you can stay up. You'd be at -4, so you're not in the really bad potential -10 bits. But yeah,
Not
okay,
yet.
right. So that was him, and the pirates basically tried to attack Master Seer Benok.
They shall not succeed.
Unfortunately, they did. Well, one did, 3 didn't. So that's 3 damage.
3 damage. I have no armor.
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, I can tick more than one box.
And we're going to say Master Seer. Master Seer Benok can go next. No, I'm going to say Inquisitor Hastus, because Inquisitor Hastus has been teed up by Talia. So we'll say Master Seer Benok can go next. Sorry, Inquisitor Hastus can go next. Sorry.
Okay, so I've got the pirate in front of me, and the other pirate has beaten down Talia Swordwind with their mallet, I gather.
Yep. Massive big maul.
Okay. So in classic insecure, but kind of just is there any suggestion Talia Swordwind follows Denari that I might note?
Everyone from
Eversync.
Eversync follows Denari to some
Right.
some say, because Eversync is Denari. The city is the god, and the god is the city.
Oh, perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I'll cover off more about Eversync when we get there, but
then everyone in Eversync is obviously, solemnly sworn to the service of Denari, whether they like it or not, which is just and appropriate. So I will literally expose my back to Coin Lady, and seeing Talia smashed with this mallet by this thug, this man of low worth, I will turn face towards him, note his position against the side of the ship and the fact that he's wearing chainmail like myself, and realize that the obvious way for him to go is out and down, and charge across the open deck, because all the pirates are busy dealing with fire, and smash him over the side of the ship. So I'm not trying to. I mean, I don't know how the mechanics work, and I don't really mind.
No. It's you're trying to do something. So just give us a 2-hit roll. And what I'm going to do is, because Talia gave you that opening, basically, and spent her action doing that, I'm going to give you +3 on the roll.
Okay, so warfare roll again?
Yeah, warfare.
Okay, I'm just putting up athletics as a possibility.
It's up to you. You could do athletics. It's totally up to you what you want to.
I'm going to go with athletics because I've got more points available.
That's cool. No. As I said, it's up to you what you. Mostly what. Okay, so you got 3.
+3 from the bonus, so that's 6.
+3 from the bonus. I'm going to make an athletics roll as a.
Hold on, I'm not finished. I'm going to burn. I really want to make sure this goes down. So I'm going to burn another 3 athletic points.
Okay,
so that will give me a total of 9.
9, okay. So I'm going to make a roll.
Yeah.
I got 3. He has double strength at the moment because he's basically spent malice to give himself some strength. But that's still not enough, because that still gives him a total of 8.
Yes! That's 3 points.
Sorry, 7. My bad, 7.
That's all right. Still validates the 3 points spent.
Into him, he stumbles back, slips on obviously some oil which hasn't caught fire yet, and he basically disappears over the side in his extremely heavy chainmail. Which
swim in that, you bastard.
Well, it's -4 to athletics, basically. Heavy chainmail gives you.
I'd best not go over the side of the boat anytime soon.
Yeah, you'll be in the same boat.
Note to self. Okay. All right.
Okay.
And then I should, I believe, give the initiative to the Coiny Pirate.
Okay.
Because I exposed my back to her to do that charge.
She will attempt to stab you then.
It's fair.
Kossos is out. And you have dealt with Kossos, so you get refresh tokens for him.
Ooh.
1.
Do you get more than 1 for him, or just 1?
2.
Oh.
3. You get 3 for him.
Ah. Like bounty.
Yep, it is.
I'm going to take 2 of those.
Because
I've realised that I'm quite exposed athletically at the moment, and that might matter. So
it might.
Just do that.
She wants to stab you.
Yeah.
Not only do you basically attempt to burn my ship down, but you're knocking my first mates off. You are becoming an extreme irritation, you small man. Let me cut you down to size. And she basically goes in and with her swords. That is a 4. Total of 5. malice. So she's going to spend it.
Well, she's here.
Yeah, she's going to spend. She's going to spend some malice to knock that up to. So that's a 5, a 9, which is a critical hit. So she's going to take it's two dice damage.
Mhm.
She has a damage modifier of 2, which is the total of 9 damage.
And I get my
she
2
basically-
points.
You
That's
still
a
get the
lot.
2 points. Yeah, it's not armor piercing. You always get the 2
Okay,
points.
I'm down to -1.
Okay, so you'll need to make a health roll.
Okay, remind me how that works again.
Just make a d6 roll. And you need a 4. If you don't make it, you can spend health to stay up, basically.
I got a 4.
You made it. So
Well done. Well done.
Oh, hold on. Do I get a -1 for the -1 on?
Nope.
No. Okay. Cool.
It's just like it's a. I've always thought it is a bit strange with gumshoe that they have like negative health, where you just thought it'd be better if they just added an additional 10 to your health pool, and then basically when you hit 0, you're unconscious. But this is the way they do it. Effectively, it's still a pool even though you're in minus numbers.
Okay. Not cool.
So that was her. She's going to spend, because she thinks she got you on your rope, she's going to spend for an additional attack, additional extra action. She's burning her malice, and she's going to basically try to stab you again. That's a 4. So that's a straight hit. And she's going to try to finish.
Gonna push you over the board.
No, she's not knocking you over the board. She's just trying to stab you with her knife. So that's 7 damage.
Now.
Minus
Okay.
9.
Wow. All right. So that's minus. So it's 5 points for me. So -6.
-6. So you'll need to make another.
I'm badly wounded now.
Yeah, you're badly wounded.
Okay. So /R. 1d6.
D6. You
No,
still
4.
I think that's what you need. I'm just going to triple check that. I'm pretty sure it's. Very good. You need to make a. Oh yeah, it's difficulty 4. So yeah, you are still up. I'm
Cool.
gonna mark that. Now the disadvantage of becoming seriously hurt is it costs more bind wounds to heal you, basically.
Okay.
That's the other disadvantage of it. Okay, so she is going to let
My turn.
Master Seer Benok.
Yes, the situational awareness has slipped a little bit. I'm the only person from this party left on our ship. Is that right?
Yes, and there is 4
of them. Right.
4 mooks currently on this ship, basically currently scaring shipmates and etc.
Okay. With an almighty roar, basically, I take the little staff or the big staff that I normally use as a crutch, basically, swing it around and try to rally the rest of the ship crew to the defense. And I'm basically saying, You think you can pick on the old guy? I'm not too old for this.
Exactly what we thought.
And that's basically, I'm activating one of my what is best in life as well, which is proving to yourself you're not too old for this.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. But you don't have to spend that until after you make the roll.
Yeah, but I'm intending to. Let's put it that way.
That's cool.
So, and then I'm going to basically try to intimidate them again because my hitting is not so good. My cleaving.
Yep, no worries. So give us a sway roll.
That's a 5. Now there are 4 of them. I think I'm going to spend 7 points from my pool.
You don't, because you spent what is good as life. That'll knock that up to 6. You need to spend 6 points from your.
I spent 6 because I've just had replenished it. So that worked.
And they leg it.
There you go.
Obviously,
Well done.
extremely scary old man.
Of course, the whole other crew has rallied as well, so that must have been scary
Yes,
too.
yeah. The crew basically help and basically batter away. Have I put 4 out? Did I put 4 out? Was that 4?
So
Yes, 4.
basically, pick on somebody your own age.
Okay, that's another 4 taken out.
And I'm just going to take a couple of these back. Actually, all 4.
No, it's cool. That's what they're there for.
2 for my bind wounds because I anticipate using it in a minute. Provided he's still alive.
Hopefully. Who's going next?
Anybody left from our party?
Me, I think.
Yeah, then go for it.
Because I think I was the first person or the last person.
I think
last
Talia
round.
hasn't gone either.
Oh, Talia, you haven't gone yet either.
No,
I
Talia's
can't
gone.
quite remember how the rounds have been actually.
Because
They
Talia,
helped out Inquisitor.
yeah, it's definitely Nicolo's go.
Nicolo, go for it.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
When this fight is
I'm
over, I need
going
another
to
beer.
I'm going to take 2 of the cards. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got there for.
Put them into warfare, and I'm going to engage in try and engage in duel with Pressia again.
Yep. Yep. She
Come on, young lady, let's go.
She feels she's finished. Inquisitor Hastos. He's looking back, definitely on the ropes and a bit bloody.
Pick on someone your own age. So I'm going to roll. I'm going to
Ooh,
add
nice.
3 points.
Okay, so she is.
So that's
she currently has got a health threshold of 4.
Yep. So if I add 3 points, that makes it a critical.
Yes, and currently I'm just double checking. She can't have a defense boost. She hasn't got enough malice. So that will basically be 2d6 damage plus 1.
Yep. Okay, let's do this. Come on, don't roll.
Against
And
her
because
health.
I spent 3 points, well, it doesn't make any difference then. The minimum is 3.
Yeah, the minimum is 3.
Hmm.
Jeez.
Unlucky.
4 points.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Again, you
do me a
go in there
favour?
and just as
Get me a beer
looked
from
like
under the
you
sink.
did like cutting straight across her gut. She basically
I've got a
pulls it in,
glass.
and it just
All
a
I need is a
light
bottle.
cut. Basically, her sort of what we call shirt. Like a loose shirt basically gets cut.
Oh, very well done.
That cost money. Who's going next?
So are we starting a new round now?
I'm fairly sure Talia hasn't gone because
Okay, then I'm passing it to Talia.
I think I still need to bolster other people though, because you guys have both been working on warfare, and I'm not convinced that's something I can help with. So I think I will still save up. I get to decide who goes first next round. Is that right?
Yep.
Right. So I can bolster somebody and then almost declare them to go next. So I'm going to do the same thing.
Okay.
I've declared the fact that the great ship burner has appeared on deck.
I
So
thought you
now,
said you needed
what was the
one.
last thing Nicolo did?
Nicolo.
I'm sword fighting with Pressia,
Press, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
and
dueling
in
with
that case,
Pressia.
The great ship burner has now been joined by the man who wastes no time and cuts straight to the bone with his dueling. You now face both at once, and I shall just attempt to intimidate her with the thought of facing 2 great heroes.
Okay, so give us a attack roll. She's got a morale threshold of 4.
So I don't want to actually attack her morale. I want to bolster the others.
You are. You still
let's
have to
go.
do in a morale attack to basically bolster to let somebody else. It enables people that attack morale do health damage because you're bolstering somebody. So effectively, at the moment, you're gonna have to spend 1 of your sway to knock that up to a 4, and then Nicolo will get a D6 on his attack. Is how teamwork basically works.
I'll spend that. That's fine. Spent.
Cool. So, and who's going next? First in the first, next I'm guessing Niccolo is.
I need Niccolo to follow up on that. That was a
Yep,
promise
okay.
I made. I need him to follow up.
Okay. I'm going to just grab one of these cards to increase my warfare to 5 in case I need that.
Okay.
And I'm going to say it's too bad that we have to fight with, as we're dueling. Yep. It's too bad that we have to fight. We could have been such good friends instead. But I'm going to try and kill her.
Let's sit down and talk about this.
Friends, just let me slaughter you.
Yeah, well, she so I'm going to spend. Her hit threshold is 4.
Hit threshold is 4, so you need to spend 2 points to hit her, and then
I'm going to spend 2 points.
You could spend a investigative ability that would basically increase it by 3, which potentially could mean that you could afford a critical hit, because you'd need a 9 to get a critical hit against her.
Yeah, I'm going to use a Tactics of Death.
Okay.
And so that puts me that's 7, and then 2 more.
Yep.
Would put me to a critical hit. I'm going to roll 3 1s again, aren't I?
Well, you're rolling 3 dice, so 3 dice plus 1.
Go on.
Roll high.
10.
Not bad. Not
bad.
Slightly
average.
Okay, so again, she rolls slightly out of the way, but you can see beads of sweat starting to drip down her head. Who's going next?
I'm going to hand initiative to.
I could heal a bit.
So it's.
I'm going to hand initiative to. To Master Seer Bennick.
Okay. Now we've got 2 people injured over there, right? We've got Hastus quite injured, and we've got Talia a little bit injured.
Hastus is very injured. Now, to heal Hastus, basically back to, hurt. To heal, are you at -6?
I am.
Okay, so to heal the -6 point will cost you 1 point of bind wounds. It's one for 1. But as soon as he's down into the hurt bracket, it's 1 per 2 again.
So getting him up to the hurt bracket is what, 2?
It will cost you 1 point.
1 point, and then after that I can spend
you could spend every 1 point will heal 2.
So if I spend 5, then that's plus 2 plus 3.
If you spend a total of 5 on increase the Hastus, he will get
2 plus 3
9 back in total.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's do that.
So that'll basically put him back up to 3 if my maths is correct.
Let's do that. So again, I call the blessing of our gods upon you, of our city, and seeing as you're its mighty champion, you feel the divine energy flooding through you. Gosh, I feel like a cleric.
And I think of you that way, in a positive way.
Good.
Awesome.
By the way, it only raises me to 2 because 0 is actually a value in the chart.
Oh, yeah. You are right. Yeah.
Whatever it is. And I think I might actually pass it to Hastus as well.
Yep, Hastus
so
is next then.
Emboldened with the holy sanction of Denari gifted upon me by Master Seer Bennock, I turn to the woman who is currently having a tete-a-tete with one of my companions. Confused by this banter because she is unworthy. She's a sinner against Denari's holy writ, a betrayer of his holy symbol, and clearly a woman of great evil, possibly working for sorceress cabals. I don't know that.
You're talking too much. Just do it.
I shall step forward, shouldering Niccolo. Is it? Hold on, Niccolo. You're currently engaged in combat, right?
Yep. Nothing stopping you basically going in at the same time, though.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Look,
I'm not precious about other people fighting her. I'm not precious.
No, and there's nothing in my write-up that suggests I'm particularly chivalrous.
Nope.
So
Whatever gets the job
I'm just
done.
going to smash her down.
Chivalry
So I step
definitely
up.
isn't a thing in sword and sorcery.
Yeah. So I just smash her down from the side.
Okay. So
Straight
give
up
us a
warfare roll.
smash it down from the side.
Yeah.
Oh, nicely done.
Ooh.
Another 6.
Oh, nice.
Now
are
her
you
hit
spending any
threshold
points?
was 4, so if I spend 1 point, it goes to 7.
Yep.
So
You
I'll
need to
do
get
that.
9 if you want to do a crit.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll burn all 3 points then and go to 9.
Okay. So that is a crit. So that's 2 dice. 2
Okay,
dice
so
plus 1.
slash R 2d6 plus 1 for the sword. Boom.
Okay. So how many points did you spend?
I spent 3.
3.
So
You spent 3. Yeah. So minimum.
yeah,
of 3,
and the
so
weapon
you got
does
4.
plus 1 damage if that matters. So it's 4
Yeah. No,
either
that
way.
is the plus 1.
Yeah. So 4 points.
So
Just
she's still
one of
there.
those things. Yeah, can't hit for the. Look, I've done my bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so she's gonna have to do this. Okay, so it's only her to go. So she is basically going to.
Quick question. How much of the ship is on fire by now?
A lot of the ship is on fire. And a lot of the other sailors, which is why they haven't been getting involved, because they're basically fighting the fire. And some of them are sort of like, well, they were eyeing up jumping over to your ship, but they saw what happened last time the last load jumped over. So they're sort of they're more wanting to basically get to get the fire under control, so to speak. And in fact, you can see some of them are starting to cut the ship free.
Mm-hmm. Talia was just writing something in the chat.
Yeah, she has not gone yet this round. Because she was the last one last round.
Sorry. So who just went?
Hastus, was it?
Hastus.
So Hastus, who do you want to go next? Do you want Pressia, or are you letting Talia go again?
No, let's go Talia. Yep.
Okay.
Go Talia Songbird.
To win this, do we need to take down the leader? Is that the only real thing we've got left to do?
Yes. Now, the thing you've got to remember is you have warfare if you want to use it.
Yeah.
You do have points in warfare. Well, point in warfare.
I was going to say I might actually have to pull out this stolen sword that I quote haven't used in months and just pretend I know how to use it. I think.
Yep.
So with the confidence that I have learned from Inquisitor Hastus,
okay.
I am going to try my warfare.
Right, give us a warfare roll.
Submit. I'm afraid I can't do much with. Well, how much do I need to find?
Pointless. Well, one thing you can do is potentially you could spend one of your investigative abilities. So you've got ridiculous luck. You have ridiculous luck, so potentially you could just basically go say, well, she slips up right onto your sword.
Or you could use one of your what's good in life things for bonus point.
Or play what's good in life. If you've got a appropriate cold drinks with friend, tricking somebody you don't trust, or helping people who can't help themselves.
So what do I need? Do I need 2 points to get up to 4?
You need 2 points, basically, yes.
Right. So let's spend that point of warfare that I remember some vague amounts of skill from years ago. Yep. And then I'll tick off tricking someone you don't trust. And cool. I'll have been fainting a little bit more than she's expecting. I'm not quite as rubbish as she thinks I am.
Okay.
And then what do we do from there?
So you roll a d6 plus 1 damage, and I know exactly what you need to roll to take her out.
Is it that number?
That's enough. Okay, so she literally focused totally on Hastus and Niccolo, and you just basically just go up behind her and just stab her. Sword pierces her breast.
That'll do. Fair enough.
And she sort of like crumbles to the ground. You do know that she has a Inquisitor Hastus knows she has a price on her head, but obviously that will require a head, or at least it would require the body. And you get some refresh tokens. So 5 retest tokens for taking her out.
Nice.
The others seem to be basically trying to cut the ship. What are the people still doing on the pirate ship doing? What are you doing on the Squandered Hope?
Getting off the ship.
Okay. Yep, you managed to swing over back to the Shining Coin.
I'll bring the body of the pirate with me, though.
Okay. You swing over with Precia Coin Tongue. The other remaining sort of like pirates pilot their ship, the Squandered Hope, away. And we sort of fade on this particular scene with you successfully getting 3 cheers from Captain Otto Barani for saving their ship from the scurrilous pirates. And you managed to start heading or continuing to head towards Eversync. Enough time will pass, so you will get a complete refresh on your general skills, and your health goes back up to what to your maximums, so you have enough time to heal with no problems.
So the bonus points can be spent on any non-general skills.
No.
Pull refresh, the 4 that are on the board.
Yes, sorry. I think you can spend 3 a pool to get investigation skills back, but let me just triple check that. What are they called? They are refresh tokens. I just need to again. Refreshes 97.
If anybody has spent any, I don't know.
Some people have spent investigative abilities. 97.
I spent a couple.
Refreshes. Oh no, sorry, they can't be refreshed by using refresh tokens.
No worries.
So yeah.
No worries.
So what we do is we just basically effectively the refreshes are removed for this. Okay, and I'm just so you managed to make your slow journey to Eversync. A few things to remember about Eversync. Eversync is Denari, the goddess, and the goddess is Eversync. Every single thing that happens in Eversync represents the goddess of commerce and trade, which Denari is. That you have beggars in Denari. Do not beg for. There are no beggars. There are people that sell rocks. So thieves never steal. They pay a fair price for anything that they steal. So they might give you, for instance, a copper for that gold statue, for instance, but they are still paying for everything. The city is sinking.
Always. Hence Eversync.
Literally sinks. It basically, most buildings sink into the soil by about 8 centimeters every year. So you're talking after 20 or 30 years, a whole floor will have disappeared. And people continually build on top. That is generally, some buildings sink faster than others. But every building sinks, and statues are everywhere because you can't bury anybody in and around Eversync, because basically the land in and around Eversync is basically swamp, and bodies tend to float up. What people do is they build funeral statues. And basically, it's a way to appease ghosts. If you do not have the correct funeral statue, basically ghosts will manifest and start causing trouble. So there are hundreds of thousands and thousands and thousands of statues in every single nook and cranny, going from extremely extravagant statues of nobility and rich merchants to simple carved statues for family members. The statues have to be kept. If they're ever damaged or destroyed, the ghosts re-manifests, etc. And it's a crime, quite bad crime. Crimes do. Some people basically attack other people and attack their funerary statues.
What happens when they sink underwater? The statues.
Well, they're still existing.
Okay.
They're not destroyed. So yeah.
And are the bodies actually in these statues, or part of them, or the ashes? Sorry, that's an unfair question.
It's not really that important what happens to the bodies. Generally speaking, some people do air burials, so that they leave them on stove plinths, and the bodies get eaten by, or they basically do actually bury them. Slide the corpses into swamps, but it's the soul that's important, and the soul is basically represented by the funeral statues.
Okay.
As I said, sort of, or hinted in the event, this is it's going to turn into a 2-shot. Are people available next Tuesday? I'm just quickly before we continue, just in this.
Let me look.
I'm on leave, so yes.
Yes. Currently, it's available.
Yep.
Cool.
Is the
20th.
20th. Yeah. Yes, I am available.
Okay. Cool. So we'll carry on for 10-15 minutes that I basically booked in for today. So obviously I don't want to go over too far, and then we'll continue next Tuesday. It's my last. That's actually my last day of work. So I'll be in celebratory mood.
Good.
I'll bet.
So you managed to pull into Eversync, you limp. You basically proudly, victoriously turn back in as your crew are mostly alive. A few were injured, but you managed to, between the holy blessings of Denari and some quick first aid, you saved most of them. Unlike the pirates that were thoroughly hammered. You pull up to the docks along the harbour quay. So in the is it 12?
In the center area.
Yeah,
northern
you're
edge.
basically actually pulling up in the harbour. Yeah, sorry, no, yeah, in this sort of central area here, 13. You pull into the docks. The docks are hustling and bustling and busy, with cargo being unloaded by lots of people, lots of hue and cry, the cries of seagulls and other seabirds echo across the docks, and you see the harbour master and a tax assessor basically walk up to the ship as it docks in one of the free sort of dock areas, and starts having a conversation with Captain with the captain.
Otto Barani.
Yep, Barani. It was Barani. So I thought it was Otto. So yes, with Otto, and you see a group of 4 menials. They look like they have got some sort of like creaky wheeled cart, sort of like start wheeling up, and while the captain is busy, they basically come up onto the ship. Have we got any dead bodies?
Bring out your dead.
We're here to collect the bodies and take them away to part members of the Corpse Cakers Guild.
Well, we have one here, but I think we need to cash her in first, right?
Well, we killed some pirates. We killed some pirates.
Yeah,
you take those bodies.
You've got about 5 or 6 dead bodies. I think some of you were a little stabby.
Just a little. We wouldn't have thrown them overboard.
No, because we could sell them. Weapons of Denari.
I mean, okay.
It's
all right.
very clear that our number one focus would have been not the smell, it would have been money. Denari would expect no less of us than that we would take these wasted lives and turn them into wealth.
Okay, so this is true.
Well, so we take the bodies to the local mortuary before like funeral services are taking place, and funeral statues are built for the made for the bodies. We're here to take the bodies, and they sort of like point to sort of like you can see there's a permit nailed to their cart.
Members of the Right Honourable Guild of Body Collectors.
Of Corpse Takers.
Corpse Takers.
Also known as Body Snatchers, yeah.
Okay, so Inquisitor Hastus.
Yeah.
They don't have the correct permit nailed. They've got like permit. They're meant to have permit AQB /4C, and they haven't got that one tied to their to their wagon.
Shall we find them?
Also, Master Seer Bennock.
Yeah.
You basically stop, and you basically can hear the squeak of carts, the smell of death, strong smell of death, and the smell of the docks, and then you see another cart, and then you basically come like,
Is this a vision?
sort of like conscious, some sort of vision.
And what was the difference between the two carts?
Again, it was difficult to see. They both had something nailed onto it. I am just seeing prophecy, forgotten, liars, tells list. No, you don't have anything particularly. Liars tell. Right, you have liars tell as well. Well, both have got liars tell. Just checking. In fact, Aaron's got liars tell.
I think we've all got it
Everyone
then.
has got liars tell. Okay. None of you think that these guys are telling the truth. They are trying to sound legitimate, but they are not.
Right. I just look at the Inquisitor, nod at him and say, just a moment. We need to inspect your paperwork. And I look around for another card somewhere.
The dock bylaws require every corpse to be transported, and they sort of like, you can see they're fumbling with their fingers, nervously shuffling feet, and like looking around. They're obviously looking for something
or someone.
Possibly, you're not sure. What are you doing? You can use investigative abilities proactively. So if you had anything that you,
for instance, could I use my liar's tell to see what they are looking for?
You know that they're definitely looking for something.
Yeah, but if I wanted to find out what it was,
liar's tell won't give you anything potentially.
Okay.
In this particular instance,
do I know of
so
any?
If I stride forward and use my intimidate,
yeah,
because I have intimidate 2, which is a fair amount of intimidate if it
that's
works.
Quite a lot of intimidation.
Yeah. So I will just stride forward. These are obviously men of, no matter how tall they are, I tower over them because I'm now fully embodied in my inquisitorial sort of righteousness, powered, by the calling out by Master Bennock, Holy Seer of Denari. Oi!
Oi, you.
That is not the correct bylaw, and you are clearly men of little worth, and I just gaze down upon them. Answer Master Bennock's question. Why have you taken on the appearance of members of the Honourable Guild of Corpse Takers, where you are clearly not such men? And I will draw my sword upon them and say, and Denari demands that you answer this question in truth. For if you lie, I will carve into your very bodies Denari's holy symbol.
Okay.
Think about
it. Inquisitive, intimidation spend will seal the deal.
I am spending the intimidation. Just 1 point. Nice.
So they just crumble. I'm sorry. We work for Dinestra. She just wants as much. We just got to get as many bodies as we can. We got to get as many corpses as we can. We take them to the canal boat, and they basically generally pointing in the direction. Please don't call. We work hard. We pay for the please.
Everybody's got a story. Who do they work for?
Yeah, who's Dinestus or Dynasty or whatever the name of that? Whatever the name was.
Donestra.
Donestra. Okay.
Don Estra.
Curiously writes notes on character sheet.
Can I lean a little bit into my prophecy?
Look. Don't tell us she talked. Don't tell us we talked. She'll kill us if we talked. Look. There's about 20 people that gather corpses for her. She works works for some bloke called some commoner called Antoni Valore. He lives in the noble house in the Tangle. The Tangle basically is one of the sort of lower class areas of Eversync. It's where the commoners basically reside. Does anybody have city secrets
I've got
or nobility?
rumors. I've got.
Or does anybody have allegiances? Because allegiances basically work like investigation.
I've got
stuff,
city
but
secrets. I've got one.
You have city secrets. You have heard of the noble house. It's a beautiful carved stone building deep in the Tangle, in the block of the stonecutters. It's an easy landmark, and you should be able to basically easily find it. It's called the noble house because it looks like it's sarcastically carved to resemble a noble house.
So sort of postmodern.
Yeah, sort of. It's like somebody's basically created their house to look like Buckingham Palace type thing. Do you know what I mean?
It's a folly.
Equivalent. Yeah,
it's like a folly.
Yeah.
The folly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anybody with nobility?
No.
Don't.
No knobs on me.
Anybody has got that.
What is the Triskadane again?
Is
that
the
the secret
Triskadane
police?
They're
council.
the rulers of the city. They're not nobles.
Oh, okay.
The
rulers.
Triskadane, there is basically 13 secret rulers of Eversync. They all wear masks, and they're like nobody knows who they are, but they're the people that basically meet masked and basically rule the city and
Gotcha.
make up laws and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, but please don't Talia, because you're not obviously involved in this. Talia and Niccolo, you notice that there is another cart coming down the pushed by again about 2 people, basically pushing the cart. They sort of like, you can see them looking confused at the cart in front of the car. Yeah, the other car.
I have servility, so I'm probably just appearing like I'm one of the sailors.
Yeah. Okay.
Just look like one of the sailors. Talia, you probably. My guess is you have the same.
Servility, yeah.
Yeah. So we kind of blend into the background with the sailors and whatnot.
Yep.
Talia, I know of a great gin house on the docks here. We should let me buy you a drink.
Are we just going to leave these to it?
I mean, this is
it's their problem.
It doesn't. This is Denari's business and not ours. But let's go get a drink. I believe it's right across the dock, the quay here.
Oh yeah, I know a place. I know some people.
Yeah, and
so
go down off the.
Hold on. So as you guys are walking away,
chase them off.
So you guys are like, oh no, it's not us. We don't need to be involved in Stenari's business. I mean, these holy folk deal with that shit. And you're making your way off to go and find alcohol. I hold up the head of the pirate that we killed, which is worth 5 wealth, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
And I look at you two and I go, all who live in the city are in truth sworn to the service of Denari, whether they know it or not. And in return for the value of this head, I would be much appreciative of your assistance. Of course, the church would also be very happy to have you seek to assist us. And should you choose not to, the church will note that in passing and perhaps remind itself of that at some future point.
I'm just going
as
to
I'm
point
making my
out
way
at
down
the other card and say,
Yeah,
I think you need
exactly.
to speak to those two.
As I'm waking my way down the cart, I kind of down the gangplank, and you are yelling at me with holy fervor. I kind of turn, and I'm just like, I walk back up the gangplank.
Yep.
Sir Inquisitor, I was just going to go talk to the other corpse takers.
Good. Fetch them here so that they can do the proper job with the proper permit.
You know,
That's right.
sometimes Master Seer and Master Inquisitor, the job can be done without so much noise, without so much taking up so much attention. But I will bring them back up here for you, sure.
Well, thank you, good fella.
Well, everyone, I don't understand the comment. What do you mean so much noise?
I don't know.
I am restrained, sir. I have barely touched the sides of Denari's holy faith. I mean,
Indeed.
By the way, have these guys run away? Well, just a busy.
I'm gonna. If the other corpse takers are still here, I'm gonna go find the other
you
corpse takers.
see basically two of the corpse takers. They basically go. Who are they? What are they doing here?
Well, I was going to ask you, my good man. I was going to ask you the same thing. Do you know about these other? Apparently, you have rivals.
Well, we shouldn't have. We're the only guild approved corpse takers to work the docks today.
Well, according to the Inquisitor up there, they don't have the correct paper. Yeah, according to the Inquisitor up there, they don't have the correct paperwork.
They don't have the correct papers.
I think they were just trying to test whether we were paying attention.
Do you has this happened a lot?
Well,
I'm trying to make less noise.
Yeah, a little bit. We have noticed some people basically poaching corpses. Look, he like sizes you up. You look like you're somebody who can handle himself. Look, we're willing to pay. We're willing to pay you like 1 wealth each if you can find out who's nicking all the corpses and put a stop to it.
Oh,
doing us out of business.
Wow, we certainly don't want you to be out of business. I very much.
We get paid by the city to do our job,
right.
But it's on a corpse by corpse basis.
Right, and you don't want someone else taking your business. It's important for you to collect all of the corpses so that they're properly handled, and you don't want to deprive you of your income.
Well, we don't know what these other people are doing with the corpses. Just disappearing. It's a bit peculiar, if you ask me.
Oh, that's terrible. It's also kind of worrying to me if they're not properly disposed of.
Yes, I could just keep coming back. All the ghosts that might be floating about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's all the it's not good.
No. Yeah, we would be, Talia, we would be thrilled to look into this, wouldn't we?
Absolutely. I do have a bar tab to maybe see too, so this could help.
Yeah, well, you come see the basically the glorious guild of corpse takers. We're on and he basically we're just off Temple Market.
I believe I know the place.
Excellent. Well, if you can find out who it is, we'll sort that out. Meanwhile, the puddle of 4 corpse takers that used to be upstanding humans, but now seem to be puddles of worry, quailing in the front of Inquisitor Hastus. Basically, they are asking if they can. Can you take us away? Because if Dynastra finds, she'll kill us.
Well,
Take them away.
How long have you been? I mean, what is the punishment for breaking the law?
Impersonating a
Well,
guildsman.
I don't know. Do you have? I believe you have laws and traditions.
I do. I have 1 point in it, so
You could potentially make a laws and traditions spend, and that enables you to write miscellaneous laws into the
You can make them up.
background.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
That's right.
I read that.
okay. I'm doing it. It's too much fun.
Yep.
So let me just understand. So if you steal, so the bodies are dealt with, possibly
Dealt
burnt,
with
whatever.
usually by the honourable guild of corpse takers.
Corpse takers, but
Yep.
then the little statues are made, right? So that their ghosts, their spirits don't come back.
Funerary statues. They are. Protecting the city.
It's a social good.
Yeah.
That the corpse takers are doing, because obviously, otherwise, foul spirits might rise up and
Potentially,
trouble the city. So they're actually undermining the safety of the city. Like pretty handily.
Sounds correct to me.
Yeah,
Undoubtedly.
it's a terrible crime that they're committing. I think the punishment for a first offence, obviously a second and a third offence would be punished much more severely.
Yep.
Is that they are bound in servitude to make funerary statuary for the Guild of Funerary Statuary Makers, who I assume exist.
Yeah,
They are bound in servitude, so they effectively have to pay off their debt and create funerary statuary for a year for a first offence. A second offence gets quite nasty, and a third offence probably ends up with you being ground into funerary statuary. I think that's what the punishment is they are bound in servitude.
That is the punishment. And
right.
The two corpse takers that basically take the four away.
Yes.
But you do find out that there is a boat, a barge that they are just.
Yes, I was going to say, where are they taking the bodies
just
to?
down the docks. Because Eversync is like Venice. Eversync is mostly canals.
Right.
And where with the sort of like camera sweeps across the docks and settles on this overflowing small barge full of corpses, we will draw the curtains on the session there. I think that's I promised an end at half 9. I know it's a little bit afterwards. I like to try to keep to the time, but as everyone is available for next Tuesday, we can hopefully round off something then.
Sounds good.
Perfect. Thank you.
I like your legal banter there. Very good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for playing, guys.
Yeah, indeed. And thanks for the people who are watching. We'll be
looking forward to part 2.
Me too. We'll be back next week. So I'm just going to switch, say goodbye to the little watching stream here, and then we can have a chat after.
Bye all.
Bye-bye.